Who will be homage to the Buddha? Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Now we have to continue talking about, some problem, right? So we have to talk about Uruvela Kassapa.
हामी उरुवेला कासापाको बारे चर्चा गरौँ है। उरुवेल कासापा, गया कासापा, नयाँ नदी कासापा, तीनजना काश्यप दाजुभाइहरूको बारे आज चर्चा गर्छौँ।
Actually, it will be a very long story.
यो चाहिँ एकदमै लामो कथा छ।
We have already talked about 60 arahats.
अब हामी 60 जना अरहन्तहरूको बारे चर्चा गरिसकेका छौँ र 60 जना अरहन्तहरू विभिन्न ठाउँमा धर्म पनि जानुभएको थियो। बुद्ध आफै पनि उरुवेलमा जानुभएको थियो।
So the Buddha is going to tame Uruvela Kassapa and their brothers, 1,000 ascetics.
उरुवेल काश्यपको साथसाथै काश्यप तीनजना दाजुभाइलाई
So here I
दमन
should
गर्नलाई
elaborate a few more things about
जानुभएको थियो।
their arrogance or their mana.
उहाँहरूमा चाहिँ एकदमै माना
Actually, the
थियो।
Buddha had to display miracle power
उहाँहरूको माना दमन गर्नको लागि भगवान
for
बुद्धले
16 times.
यदि शक्तिहरू देखाउनु परेको थियो। त्यो पनि 16 चोटि।
16 times is too much, right?
16 पटक यदि शक्तिहरू देखाउनु परेको थियो।
Okay, you may have already known a Naga, Taman Naga first.
है हजुरले थाहा नै छ सुरुमा चाहिँ
So there's
नागालाई दमन गर्नुभएको थियो। एउटा एरिया थियो,
a mass of sand,
ठुलो बालुवाले बनेको ठाउँ।
there's also Naga there.
त्यहाँ एउटा नागा बस्नुहुन्थ्यो।
Buddha went to spend one night there.
भगवान एक रात त्यो नागा भएको ठाउँ बस्न जानुभएको थियो।
Buddha had to use psychic power to tame Naga.
नागा रिसाएर भगवानले अट्याक गरेको थियो र त्यो नागलाई दमन गर्नको लागि भगवान बुद्धले युद्धि शक्ति प्रयोग गर्नु परेको थियो।
See and thought.
यी काश्यप दाजुभाइ र
काश्यप
र उसको शिष्यहरूले त्यो आगो निस्किरहेको देखेको थियो त्यस ठाउँमा। उनीहरूले चाहिँ अब त्यो श्रमण गौतम बुद्ध चाहिँ बित्नु भयो भनेर सोच्नु भएको थियो नागाको कारणले।
When seeing Naga was tamed by the Buddha,
जब बिहान भगवान बुद्ध निस्किनुहुन्छ नागलाई दमन गरेर निस्केको देखेर गौतम बुद्ध चाहिँ एकदमै शक्तिशाली रहेछ भनेर सबैको मनमा परेछ। एकदमै शक्तिवान रहेछ भनेर मनमा परेछ। तैपनि त्यो काश्यप उरुवेल काश्यपको मनमा चाहिँ जति चाहिँ शक्तिशाली भए पनि म जस्तो अरहन्त भनेर मनमा परेछ है। उसले चाहिँ के सोच्यो भने भगवान बुद्ध चाहिँ साइकिक पावरमा एकदम राम्रो होला, तर अरहन्त चाहिँ भएको छैन म जस्तो भनेर मनमा आएछ। जति जति साइकिक पावर देखायो भने त्यो उरुवेल काश्यपले चाहिँ त्यही म जस्तो अरहन्त भएको छैन भनेर नि वास सकेपछि भगवान बुद्ध उरुवेल जङ्गलमा आउनुभएको थियो।
But we don't know how much it rained. First time it was raining, right?
ठक्क त भन्न सकिन्न
So maybe
पानी परिरहेको
around 1 month later, maybe, right? Still raining, maybe. Very heavy rain.
एक महिनापछि अझै पानी परिरहेको नै थियो।
Everywhere is flat.
जताततै
Even all the ascetics have to go here and there by boat.
पानी भनेको थियो। एसेटिकहरू चाहिँ
But the Buddha was walking on the dry land.
ऋषिहरू सबै त्यो ढुङ्गाबाट जानु पर्थ्यो यताउता तर भगवान बुद्ध चाहिँ पानीमा हिँडेरै जानुभएको थियो यति
Then he thought the same, oh, karma
फेरि
had very strong psychic power.
अन्तिमको हृदय शक्ति देखाउँदाखेरि पनि त्यो कुरल काश्यपले एउटै यसरी नै सोच्यो कि जतिसुकै भगवान शक्तिशाली भए पनि म जस्तो अरन्त चाहिँ छैन तब भगवानले उसलाई चाहिँ याद दिलाए कश्यप तिमी अरन्त भएको छैन
You does not know, you don't know how to practice to become an arhat.
तिमी अरन्त पनि हैन र अरन्त हुनलाई कसरी अभ्यास गर्ने भन्ने बारे तिमी ज्ञान छैन भगवानले भन्नुभयो त्यसपछि कुरल काश्यपले अनुभव गरे कि आफ्नो अभिमानको बारेमा अब यो चाहिँ 1 महिना लागेको थियो उसलाई दमन गर्न समय आएपछि भगवान बुद्धले चाहिँ उसको पृथकजन भएको निकालिदिनु भयो त्यसपछि भगवान बुद्धबाट प्रभावित भइसकेपछि उहाँहरू सबै त्यसपछि भगवान 3जना दाजुभाइ सहित अब सबै उहाँहरूको शिष्यहरू सहित शिष्यहरू अदिता पर्याय सुत्ता है अदिता पर्याय सुत्ता देशना अग्नि उपदेश भनिन्छ
The first one is 6 internal basics.
अब यो सुत्तामा चाहिँ
fire is also burning in 6 internal basics.
6वटा आन्तरिक आयतनहरूको बारे छ.
So when you go and read in the text, it will mention iron is also burning. It is also burning like this.
आँखा कान नाक जिब्रो
If iron is burning, we will blind, right?
जलिरहेको छ है.
So this is just a metaphor.
आँखा पनि जलिरहेछ कान
In the eyes there are a lot of defilements.
अब जलिरहेको भनेर साँच्चै आगो
all the many defilements come through the eyes to
क्लेशले जलिरहेको है बाहिरी
many defilements come through
बाहिरी आरमणको कारणले चाहिँ आँखामा ठोकिँदाखेरि क्लेशहरू उत्पन्न हुन्छ है बाहिरको आरमणहरू आँखामा नाकमा जिब्रोमा शरीरमा मनमा ठोकिँदाखेरि चाहिँ क्लेशहरू उत्पन्न हुन्छ त्यसै क्लेशले जलिरहेको छ यो आयतनहरू त्यसै गरी बाहिरी छ आयतनहरू है.
So when you go and read
ग्रन्थमा
like
पढ्दाखेरि
rupa saddha gandha rasa whatever you like this
गन्ध रस भनेर
rupa means visible objects.
रूपा भनेको आँखाले देख्ने
so visible objects are also burning.
त्यो आँखाले देख्ने वस्तु पनि
audible objects are also burning like this.
सुन्ने वस्तु पनि जलिरहेको छ.
So we have already talked about senses, the internal base, external base as before. You have already known, right?
अगाडि भनेको छ जता आयतनहरू
color, sound, smell, taste, touch, also thoughts. We can say dhamma objects. These are 6 external sense objects.
अब बाहिरको छ आयतन भनेको चाहिँ अब आँखाले देख्ने वस्तु.
So these external objects are also
कानले सुर, आँखाले गन्ध, जिब्रोले स्वाद, शरीरले छुने अब्जेक्ट र मनले सोच्ने अब्जेक्ट जलिरहेको छ.
The 6 types of consciousnesses embodied we call vijnana.
6 प्रकारको
that rise from down.
है त्यो तिनीहरूको कारणले उत्पन्न हुने
based on internal senses and external
जुन माथिको दुईटा भित्र छ आयतन र बाहिरको 6वटा आयतनको कारणले उत्पन्न हुने 6वटा विज्ञानहरू.
It depends on eye translucency. There will be eye consciousness.
बाहिरको अब आरमणको कारणले आँखामा अब्जेक्ट झल्किन्छ त्यसै चक्कु विज्ञान उत्पन्न हुन्छ. अब कानमा पनि बाहिर स्वर ठोकिन आउँछ तब श्रोत विज्ञान उत्पन्न हुन्छ.
Ear consciousness will rise. Similarly, smell.
गन्ध पनि नाकमा ठोकिँदा खाना विज्ञान उत्पन्न हुन्छ.
And it will depend on nose door. Then nose consciousness will rise. Similarly, the taste or the flavor depends on tongue translucency. Tongue consciousness will rise. Similarly, tangible objects depends on body translucency. Based on that, depending on that, body consciousness will rise. Dharma objects,
त्यसै गरी
image on mind though,
धर्मको
then
वस्तुहरू
mind
कल्पना
consciousness will
विचार
arise.
इत्यादिहरू मनमा
We call
टकिँदाखेरि
manovinyana dhatu.
मनोविज्ञान धातु उत्पन्न हुन्छ।
So these are consciousnesses based on senses, sense bases and sense objects.
यो चाहिँ 6 प्रकारको विज्ञान चित्तहरू चाहिँ माथिको
Now here we have another one.
भित्रको आयतन र 6वटा बाहिरको आयतनको कारण उत्पन्न हुन्छ। अर्को 6 प्रकारको स्पर्श
it also comes from previous one.
यो पनि अगाडिको कारणले
when we go and study in many suttas, from time to time the Buddha also use similar formula. For example, chakkhuncha paticca rupecha paticca upajjati chakku viññāna tina sangati phaso phasapatya vedana. This is a very common in Buddha teaching. For example, eye translucency, visible objects, there's also eye consciousness. Because of these three, there will be contact. Contact between all these three. This is called phasa. Chakku sampasa. Similarly, we can also say in English, eye contact, right? Similarly, ears, ear contact, nose contact, tongue contact, body contact, and mind contact.
नाकको स्पर्श, जिब्रोको स्पर्श,
Altogether, such types of phasa.
मनको स्पर्श भने जम्मा 6 प्रकारको स्पर्श है।
Actually, in dependent origination also you can find similar statements. The next one, 18 types of feeling vedana that arise conditions by that contact.
18 प्रकारको वेदना फेरि।
So previously each mentioned only six, right? Now here it became 18. Why? When seeing visible objects, there will be 3 different types of feeling. If we like it, happy. If we dislike, unhappy. Then sometimes our mind also free from both like and dislike. Right? Neutral mind, equanimity. So 3 types of feeling: pleasant, unpleasant, and equanimity or equanimous feeling. Similarly, on hearing, 3 types: the feeling, smelling, tasting, touching, thinking. Every single sense object and sense basis, and there will be 3 types of feeling. Altogether 18 types of feeling. So these are the things we have to know. Now when we talk about burning or fire, right? Then we also have to understand a few things. Why in the Buddha choose this kind of Dhamma talk? Actually, these ascetics, previously they do fire puja.
किन त भन्दाखेरि यो ऋषिहरूले हजारजना ऋषिहरूले चाहिँ पहिला चाहिँ आगोको पूजा गर्नु आगो अब आगो ननिम्नको लागि काठमाडौँहरू निरन्तर रूपमा आगोलाई पूजा गर्यो। नेपालमा पनि यस्तो आगोलाई पूजा गर्ने परम्परा छ।
That is why the Buddha choose
त्यो कारणले भगवान बुद्धले आगोको उपमा युक्त सूत्र चाहिँ देशना गर्छु भनेर
we have to know how many types of fire are burning.
अब कति प्रकारको आगोहरू चाहिँ
what are they
जलिरहेछ।
burning with? Okay, for your information, we should revise 6 sense doors, 6 sense objects, also 6 consciousness, 6 contact, 18 feeling. They are burning. Burning for what? This is also a question. So they mentioned, the Buddha explained that all these sense experiences are burning with 11 kinds of fire. So whenever we talk about fire, try to remember this one, 11 types of fire. So from time to time, the Buddha also used
जलिरहेछ है
similar
अघिको
term,
इन्द्रियहरू सबै
fire, right? Then we should remember this 11 anytime.
अब यो 11 प्रकारको
Okay, here I list
आगोहरू
out
हामीले
all
चाहिँ
11. I want to
हामीले
explain one by
याद
one.
गरिरहनुपर्छ है अब एउटा गरी भन्छ
So now font size is a little small. It will be difficult for you to see. Okay, now I will list out one by one. Greed, loba.
लोभको आगो
Loba is also burning, right? That means all our sense objects, everything are burning with greed. Loba.
18 फसाहरू सबै लोभले जलिरहेछ
So we have the nature of greed. It's like a grasping.
लोभको स्वभाव छ
holding something.
है केही समाति
This is called greed.
यो चाहिँ लोभ पनि भनिन्छ
So it will be like similar to glues. Right? We have the two objects, we can stick with the glues. Similarly, there is a desirable object. There's also sensual desire. They stick together like a glues.
त्यसरी नै यो
This is
लोभले
called
पनि
greed.
लोभयुक्त वस्तु देख्ने बित्तिकै एकअर्कालाई चाहिँ टास्ने
So mostly greed will arise taking desirable object.
लोभ चाहिँ मनपर्ने वस्तुलाई लिएर
It
उत्पन्न
can be
हुन्छ
real desirable object. It also can be mind-made desirable
यो चाहिँ
object.
साँच्चैकै वस्तु पनि हुन सक्छ मनपर्ने एउटा मनले बनाएको
So that
लोभ
means
लागेको वस्तु पनि हुन सक्छ
sometimes we like really desirable thing. For example, we may like Buddha's statues or Buddha's quality. That kind of thing. This is desirable object, very clear.
भगवान बुद्धको मूर्ति भगवान
But there are many mind-made desirable objects.
भगवान बुद्धको मूर्तिहरूमा आसक्त हुन्छ जुन चाहिँ आसक्त हुन्छ
Okay, for example,
अर्को चाहिँ
food.
मनले
Okay? We have different types of food.
मान्छेले बनाएको डिजायर
Different country had different tradition.
खानाको कुरा गरौँ है
Okay, especially we should say common one, durian. Right? You may like durian, right?
मान्छेले
Durian in Nepal is very expensive.
खानेकुराहरूको कुरा गरौँ है अब ड्युरिन्डी है
Right?
ड्युरिन्डी
You may like durian.
मान्छेहरूले प्राय मनपर्छ
But some people just like durian because very strong smell.
कोही कोही मान्छेहरूले चाहिँ ड्युरिनको फल चाहिँ मन पर्दैन किनकि गन्ध
So this it can it's our mind made.
यो चाहिँ हाम्रो मनले बनाएको
this is a good smell, it will become good smell. If we feel this is something bad, it becomes bad smell.
यो यसको चाहिँ गन्ध राम्रो छ भने हामीलाई मनपर्छ गन्ध राम्रो छैन भने
not always truth.
हामीलाई त्यो मन पर्दैन
Somebody like, somebody dislike.
कसैलाई मनपर्छ कसैलाई मन पर्दैन
So if we say briefly, greed will take desirable object, whether
लोभले
it's a
चाहिँ
natural desirable or mind-made desirable.
लोभले चाहिँ राम्रो कुरामा आसक्त हुन्छ त्यो चाहिँ प्राकृतिक हो अब मनले बनाएको लोभ चाहिँ आसक्त हुन्छ दोष चाहिँ मन नपर्ने विषय वस्तुहरू मन नपर्ने विषय वस्तुहरू
Some also like a mental pain, right?
यो चाहिँ मानसिक दुःख पनि
Later there will be another statement that I should not use mental pain here. Okay, then dosa is similar to fire also. Like a burning.
आगो जस्तै हो बलिदिएको आगो
Dosa burning is very clear, right?
दोष
When you get angry,
जलाएको
you can look at mirror, how long is your face?
एकदम रिसाउँदाखेरि आफ्नो अनुहार
When dosa burns, you become ugly, right?
देशसित आउँदाखेरि राम्रो देखिन्छ
you cannot sleep well, you cannot eat well. Very serious.
देशसित उत्पन्न हुँदाखेरि
So dosa will take understandable objects.
दोषले चाहिँ मन नपर्ने विषय वस्तुलाई
लिन्छ. Another one, delusion.
अर्को चाहिँ मोह.
Okay, here we have to understand a few more things about delusion or moha. People think if we don't know something, this is delusion or this is moha.
मान्छेले भन्दाखेरि केही कुरा थाहा भएन भने मोह भनेर भनिन्छ तर मोहको अर्थ त्यस्तो होइन ठ्याक्क हामीले त्यसो
boundary of moha.
मोहको चाहिँ एउटा सीमा हुन्छ.
If we don't know full of the truth,
हामीलाई चार आर्य सत्य थाहा छैन भने यो मोह हो.
Then we may not know our past lives past existences.
हामीलाई पहिला जन्मको बारे
This
थाहा
also
छैन भने
called moha.
यो पनि मोह हो।
We may not know future lives.
यदि हामीलाई भविष्यको बारे
This also
थाहा छैन
moha.
भने त्यो पनि मोह हो।
So we cannot know both past or future, right?
यदि हामीलाई चाहिँ पास्टमा
This
थाहा
also
छैन
moha.
पहिला पनि थाहा छैन भने यो पनि मोह हो।
Okay, finally, if we don't know dependent origination,
पतित समुपादा हामीलाई थाहा छैन भने यो पनि मोह हो।
If you don't know which day you were born, it's not moha. Right? If you don't know which day today is, it's not moha.
कुन दिन जन्मेको थाहा छैन, आज के दिन थाहा छैन, त्यसलाई चाहिँ मोह।
So moha is a limitation.
मोहको चाहिँ आफ्नो सीमा छ।
If we don't know for the truth, past, future,
थाहा
and future, dependent origination. If we don't know these things, this is moha.
थाहा छैन भने है यी कुरा
If we don't know other things, this is lack of learning.
यदि अरू कुराहरू थाहा छैन भने चाहिँ यो अध्ययनको कमी भएको, ज्ञानको कमी भएको, यसलाई चाहिँ मोह भनेर भन्न मिल्दैन।
So these three are very common in Buddha teaching.
यो तीनटा चाहिँ
we must understand correctly.
एकदमै थाहा पाउन सकिन्छ सजिलै।
Then another thing is birth, prisandi or jati.
जन्म।
We already talk about jati many times.
जाति जन्म धेरै कुरा गरिसकेको
We already talk about aging before.
बुढौली है अब बुढो हुनु।
Sickness.
अर्को रोग लाग्नु।
We already talk about sickness before also.
पहिला पनि कुरा
गरिसकेको छौँ। We don't need to talk about it.
अर्को चाहिँ अब मृत्यु। यसको पनि कुरा गरिसकेको थियौँ पहिला।
Birth, aging,
अब जन्म, बुढौली, रोग लाग्नु र मृत्यु हुनु।
Since we were born,
हामी जन्मने बित्तिकै यी कुराहरू हामी भोग्नु पर्ने हुन्छ।
As long as we have life, we have to experience these four.
जबसम्म हामी बाँच्छौँ यो चार कुराहरू हामीले चाहिँ भोग्नै पर्ने हुन्छ।
Then we have another one, sorrow.
अर्को चाहिँ शोक।
In Pali we call soka.
पालीमा शोक।
We lost something.
जब हामी केही कुरा
or failure,
हराउँछौँ, केही कुरा हराउँछ, केही कुराबाट छुट्टिन्छ भने हामीलाई शोक पीडा
if you have loss of wealth,
सम्पत्ति हरायो, सम्पत्ति नाश भयो,
or you may encounter a lot of difficulty,
है अब
this you may have sorrow because you lost something.
भयो भने है आर्थिक कमी कमजोरी
Similarly, loss of relatives,
शोक हुन्छ। त्यसै गरी आफन्तहरूसँग आफन्तहरूसँग छुट्नु पनि शोक हुन्छ।
loss of health.
स्वास्थ्य
if we ourselves
स्वास्थ्य बिग्रिनु
are unhealthy, or if some of our relatives are unhealthy or our friends are unhealthy or sick, right? We also feel sorry for them.
आफन्तहरू साथीहरूको
So
स्वास्थ्य
if we
बिग्रिनु
lost
भने
something,
शोक
we
हुन्छ।
feel sorry. It depends on how we value or what we value.
यो चाहिँ अब हामी केलाई प्राथमिकता दिन्छौँ त्यसमा भर पर्छ।
They value their morality.
कसैले चाहिँ आफ्नो शीललाई धेरै प्राथमिकता दिन्छ। जब उनीहरूले आफ्नो शील बिगार्छ उनीहरूलाई एकदमै शोक हुन्छ।
Many people they don't value morality.
कसैले चाहिँ शीललाई धेरै प्रायोरिटी दिँदैन।
They don't feel guilty.
धेरै जति शील बिगार्दाखेरि पनि एकदम गिल्टी गर्दैन।
Similarly, right view.
त्यसरी नै सम्यक दिठी।
Losing right view. Then people may feel sorry if they value right view.
सही दिठी हरायो भने पनि मान्छेलाई शोक हुन्छ।
So this is the nature of sorrow.
दिन्छ भने यो चाहिँ
when we lost something,
शोकको स्वभाव हो। केही कुरा नाश हुन्छ, बिग्रिन्छ।
In Bali we call soka, right?
शोक हुन्छ।
Another lamentation.
चाहिँ परिदेव विलाप।
So when we say lamentation,
जब हामी विलाप भन्छौँ,
not say as a sorrow.
यो चाहिँ शोकसँग अलि मिल्दैन।
The same condition will happen, like because we lost something.
परिस्थिति उस्तै चाहिँ हो। विलाप उत्पन्न हुने र शोक उत्पन्न हुने।
It will be a little bit different.
तर अलिकति फरक चाहिँ छ।
In Pali we call parideva.
पालीमा हामी परिदेव भन्छौँ। हामी केही बोल्छौँ।
Because of very deep sorrow, we cannot kick in our minds. We speak of something. For example, you may have seen
हामीले देखेको होला है, उदाहरणको लागि देखेको होला कोही मान्छे मर्छन्, उहाँको आफन्तहरू रुन्छन्, एकदमै एकदमै पीडा भएर रुन्छन्, नाम समेत लिएर रुन्छन्।
revealing their past relationship or something,
के पहिलाको
past
सम्बन्धहरू
kindness or
चाहिँ
something, right?
निकालेर रुन्छन्,
Revealing, call, or cry,
एकदम
lament.
ठुल्ठुलो स्वरले कराएर रुन्छन्,
This is called lamentation.
त्यसलाई चाहिँ बिलाप भनेर भनिन्छ।
Sorrow is only in the mind.
स्वरो
It does not
यो
come out as a
शोक
voice.
भनेको चाहिँ मनमा मात्रै
But
पीडा हुन्छ,
lamentation, body dewa,
वचनबाट चाहिँ
it will
निस्किँदैन,
come out
तर बिलाप भनेको चाहिँ
as a
वचनबाट पनि
voice.
निस्किन्छ
These are two different things.
है, आवाज निकालेर पीडा व्यक्त गर्छ।
After we have a Pali word dukkha,
अर्को चाहिँ दुःख,
people come to know dukkha very simply. Here dukkha is a bodily pain.
शारीरिक
This is
दुःख,
called dukkha. We have to feel pain, something in our body, some discomfort.
शरीरमा केही
Then this also
पीडा हुन्छ
burning.
है, त्यसलाई चाहिँ दुःख भनेर भनिन्छ, यो पनि जलिरहेको जस्तै हो।
That is a domanassa.
अर्को चाहिँ दोमनस्सा भनेको छ मानसिक पीडा।
Actually, we already mentioned like a hatred,
अगाडि
sorrow,
भनेको
lamentation. This is also mental pain actually.
है, यो
In the case
शोक
of
यो पनि मानसिक पीडा हो।
domanassa, this means something displeasure, unpleasant in your mind.
तर दोमनस्सा पीडा भनेको चाहिँ मनमा केही कुरा चित्त
This is also
नबुझेको
similar
चाहिँ
to
पीडा
hatred,
भयो
dosa.
भन्नु, यो चाहिँ दोषसँग पनि अलिअलि मिल्छ।
Sometimes we use mental pain, bodily pain, and hatred together.
कहिलेकाहीँ चाहिँ यो शारीरिक पीडा, मानसिक पीडा र दोष
Okay, the last one,
हामीले प्रयोग पनि
despair.
गर्छौँ।
In Pali we
अर्को
call
चाहिँ
upayasa.
डिस्पेयर, पालीमा उपायासा पनि भनिन्छ, यसलाई निराशा।
Upayasa means
निराशा भन्नाले
because of too much sorrow,
धेरै
very deep sorrow,
शोक भएको कारणले,
then
गहिरो
we
शोक भएको
collapse.
कारणले
No more energy.
एकदमै शक्तिहीन
This is
भएर
called
उदास
upayasa.
भएर बस्नु, त्यसलाई चाहिँ निराशा
For
भनिन्छ,
example, you may have
उपायास
seen
भनिन्छ।
somebody
अब उदाहरणको लागि
after
हामीले देखेकै होला,
crying, lamenting very long time,
धेरै रोएर, धेरै कराएर है,
then
कराउँदा
even they
रुँदा
cannot speak,
कराउँदा रुँदा चाहिँ
and they cannot speak. Although they're trying to speak
थाकेर
something,
है,
their voice cannot come out.
एकदम कमजोर
deep
भएर
sorrow.
एकदमै बोल्न मनलाई नि पछि बोल्नै नसक्ने भएर
This is
जान्छ,
also called upayasa,
थाकेर उदास भएर निराश भएर
despair.
बस्ने अवस्था, यसलाई चाहिँ
These are
उपायास
11
भनिन्छ, निराशा।
fires.
यो चाहिँ 11
Metaphorically,
प्रकारको
what I say.
11 प्रकारका आगोहरू हुन्।
All the previous one,
सबै अगाडिको
we already mentioned,
अगाडि
sense
भनेकोहरू
objects,
है,
sense bases,
छ अचेत आयतन, छ बाहिर आयतन,
context,
छ विज्ञान,
feeling.
छ पश्च र
all of them
18
are
स्पर्श,
bound with
18
these
वेदना,
11
यो
fires.
सबै चाहिँ यो 11वटा
The
आगोले
word of the Deva
जलिरहेछ।
did discourse to 1,000 bhikkhus.
अब यो सुत्ता भगवान
Formerly,
बुद्धले
1,000 ascetics.
1000 ऋषिहरूलाई दिनुभएको थियो।
So what I also mentioned, so if we have known all these things, for example, sense objects or sense bases, eyes,
अब
eye consistency,
छ आयतन,
is it not eye or not mind?
यो आँखा,
Right? In Bali we call atta adaniya, right? There's no eye or no, it's not mine.
यो यिनीहरू चाहिँ म होइन, मेरो होइन।
If we say briefly, what I talk about anatta,
अब छोटकरीमा भन्नुपर्दा अनन्तको बारे चाहिँ भन्न खोज्नु भयो।
they are out of our control.
उहाँ ती यीहरू
There will be many definitions of anatta. It will be too wide. Okay, if I have opportunity, I will explain later. Now today this topic is heavy enough, right?
यो कुरा नै एकदम गहिरो छ,
what I just mentioned,
अनन्तको बारे
anatta,
व्याख्या गर्दिन।
non-self.
अब जस अनन्त भन्दाखेरि
Okay, non-self also means
के भन्नुहुन्छ
it's
भन्दाखेरि
out of our control.
यो चाहिँ हाम्रो बसमा नभएको
We cannot control them.
है, अब यी कुराहरूलाई हामीले
But
बसमा
our eye
राख्न सक्दैनौँ।
consciousness, we cannot control. It will rise.
चक्षु विज्ञान
whenever we see
बसमा
something.
राख्न सक्दैनौँ।
Ear
केही कुरा
consciousness, we
देख्ने
cannot
बित्तिकै
control.
चक्षु विज्ञान उत्पन्न हुन्छ, केही कुरा सुन्ने बित्तिकै श्रोता
Similarly,
विज्ञान उत्पन्न हुन्छ।
feeling, context, out of our control.
त्यो कारणले यो आफै उत्पन्न हुन्छ, हाम्रो बसमा छैन। त्यसैगरी
So they are also burning with 11
यो
fires.
आफै उत्पन्न हुन्छ, हाम्रो बसमा छैन। यिनीहरू चाहिँ
When the Buddha delivered that discourse, at the
जलिरहेछ।
end of the discourse, all 1,000 monks,
अनि यो सुत्ताको
1,000 bhikkhus
अन्तमा
attained
चाहिँ
leadership.
यो उपदेश सुनिसकेपछि 1000 भिक्षुहरूको चित्तमा चाहिँ अब
So all of them are also ehi bhikkhu.
नष्ट भएर ज्ञान उत्पन्न भयो, अनन्त ज्ञान
They are
उत्पन्न
also ehi
भयो।
bhikkhu. Very simple.
उहाँहरू सबैलाई पनि यही भिखु भनेर भिक्षु
they
बनाउनु
don't need
भयो।
to find the clothes and bowl
उहाँले
and
चाहिँ
anything, right? Very
चिवर
simple, very
पात्रहरू
easy.
खोज्न जानु परेको थिएन। अरन्ध भएपछि यही भिखु
So
भनेर
after
प्रवचित बनाइदिनुहुन्छ
their
भगवानले।
headship,
अब अरन्ध भइसकेपछि
the Buddha
भगवान
visited
बुद्ध
Rajagaha.
राजगृह जानुहुन्छ।
The first visit to Rajagaha,
अब पहिलोचोटि
accompanied
राजगृह
by 1000 bhikkhus.
जानुहुन्छ है 1000 भिक्षुहरू सहित।
So you may remember,
हजुरलाई याद छ होला
after newly ordained,
भर्खर प्रवचित
the
हुँदाखेरि
Buddha also went for alms round in Rajagaha.
भिक्षाटन जानु भएको
King
थियो
Bimbisara
राजगृहमा।
requested to
राजा
come to his
राजा
country for
बिम्बिसारले
the first time,
अनुरोध
right?
गर्नुभएको थियो कि मेरो
Then the
राज्यमा
Buddha entered
आउनुहोस् भनेर।
Rajagaha.
त्यो कारणले भगवान बुद्ध राजगृहमा जानुभएको थियो।
Then all the people,
अनि सबै मान्छेहरू,
we can also say many thousands of people
हजार
welcomed the
धेरै
Buddha.
मान्छेहरूले भगवानलाई स्वागत गर्नुभयो।
So they arranged 11 place for the Buddha in the palm
उहाँहरूले
group.
भगवानलाई चाहिँ बस्ने ठाउँ बनाउनु भयो है।
Not very smooth.
यो पामको रुखहरू पामको जङ्गलमा बस्ने ठाउँ बनाउनु भयो।
The Buddha and all the 1000 bhikkhus spent
टाड उपवन पनि भनिन्छ है। त्यो टाडको जङ्गलमा चाहिँ टाड वनमा चाहिँ बस्ने है। बरको रुख पनि भनिन्छ। त्यो बरको रुखमा चाहिँ बरको रुखहरू धेरै भएको ठाउँमा बस्ने ठाउँहरू प्रबन्ध गर्नुभएको थियो बसेको गर्ने।
1000 arhat are sitting together.
अब बुद्ध सहित 1000जना भिक्षुहरू बरको रुख भएको जङ्गलमा बसिरहेको थियो।
Uruvela Kaspa is a very powerful ascetic.
मान्छेहरूको मनमा आयो कि उरुवेल काश्यप त एकदमै शक्तिशाली ऋषि हो। गौतम बुद्ध पनि एकदमै शक्तिशाली व्यक्ति हो। अब को चाहिँ ज्येष्ठ हो, को चाहिँ ठुलो हो भनेर मान्छेहरूको मनमा
सोच्नुभयो। Some people think no, actually Uruvela Kaspa what happened already very long time.
वास्तवमा भने उरुवेल काश्यप चाहिँ पहिला नै उपसम्पदा हुनु भएको थियो। त्यो कारणले उरुवेल काश्यप चाहिँ भगवान भन्दा पनि धेरै प्रज्ञावान छ भनेर सोच्न थालेको थियो। तर कोही व्यक्तिहरूले चाहिँ कोहीले होइन उरुवेल काश्यप होइन गौतम नै उरुवेल भन्दा पनि प्रज्ञावान छ ज्येष्ठ छ भनेर मनमा आएको थियो। अब मान्छेहरूको यसरी कुरा गरिरहेको सुनेर यस्तो मनमा विचार गरिरहेको थाहा पाएर चाहिँ भगवानले चाहिँ उरुवेल काश्यपलाई ल मान्छेहरूको मनमा यस्तो विचार आइरहेछ के गर्ने भनेर भन्नुभयो। त्यसपछि उरुवेल काश्यपले आफ्नो रिद्धि शक्ति प्रयोग गरेर म चाहिँ भगवानको शिष्य हुँ भनेर चाहिँ ठुलो स्वरले उद्गार गर्नुभयो।
Actually, the Buddha delivered very simple discourse as before.
यहाँ चाहिँ भगवान बुद्धले एकदम सामान्य तर्बन्ध देशना गर्नुभएको थियो जसलाई चाहिँ आनुपैविक कथा भनिन्छ। पहिला पनि भनिसक्यो।
So there are many people who could attain Sotapanna
in
the event.
यो अब अनुभवको देशना गर्दाखेरि राजगृहमा धेरै मान्छेहरूले चाहिँ सोतापन्न ज्ञान लाभ गर्नुभयो। पहिला चाहिँ कतिजना सोतापन्न कतिजना सकितागामी भनेर गन्न मिल्थ्यो भने अब चाहिँ गन्न मिल्दैन, धेरै सोतापन्न भए। ग्रन्थमा चाहिँ केही गणनाहरू छ। यो चाहिँ पहिलो आगमन थियो राजगृहमा।
1000 bhikkhus went for alms round to Rajagaha.
अब त्यसमा 1000 जना भिक्षु राजगृहमा
and all the people in the country
राजा सहित सबै प्रजाहरूले
for the Buddha.
भगवान बुद्ध र सँगको लागि
Then you already know which place is
अब हजुरलाई सबै थाहा छ कुन ठाउँ भनेर है।
Veluvana monastery.
वेलुवना है बाँसको जङ्गल है।
This is the first monastery offered to the Buddha.
अब यो चाहिँ शासनको पहिलो बिहार हो है।
Then
उहाँले भन्नुभएको
why
पहिलो
they
बिहा
choose this Weluwana monastery?
किन
Weluwana, we
किन
can say bamboo
उहाँहरूले
grove.
चाहिँ यो बाँसको जङ्गल वेलुवाना चाहिँ
Okay,
बिहा
this is
दान गर्नको
the
लागि
quality of
छान्नुभएको थियो
monastery.
त भन्दाखेरि यो चाहिँ
So then whenever you are going to choose the monastery, you must check with this quality, right?
बिहारमा
It
हुनुपर्ने
must not be
गुणहरू
too far from the
हुनुपर्छ
city.
अरे है। के गुणहरू त भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ
Okay, we can also say it
सहरबाट
must not
धेरै
be too
टाढा
far from the village.
धेरै टाढा हुनु हुँदैन।
If too far, it will take very long time go for very long
यदि
time to
सहरबाट
go for
धेरै
Vedapada, right?
टाढा छ भने चाहिँ पिण्डपात जान गाह्रो हुन्छ।
Then this is also one of the problem. That's why it must not be too far from the city. You know, it must not be
बिहार बनाउँदाखेरि
too
सहरबाट धेरै
close.
टाढा पनि
If too close also, there will be a lot of
अनि
noise.
सहरबाट धेरै नजिक पनि हुनुहुन्न। धेरै
Noise
नजिक
of
भयो भने
people,
धेरै
noise of
हो
animals,
हल्ला हुन्छ हैन।
the non-modern society, noise of vehicles also, right?
मान्छेहरू, जनावरहरू,
Although we live in the forest now,
गाडीहरूको
we have to
आवाजहरू
hear
आउँछ।
helicopter,
अब जङ्गल बस्दाखेरि आजकल
right?
अब हेलिकप्टरको
Noise
आवाज सुन्छौँ
made from vehicle.
है। विभिन्न प्रकारको यानहरूको आवाजहरू आउँछ। धेरै
If too
नजिक
close to
भयो
the
भने
people, there will be more noise.
मान्छेसँग धेरै नजिक
A
भने
motorcycle,
धेरै
car,
आवाजहरू आउँछ है।
modern society is very noisy.
बाइक, गाडी तिनीहरूको
Then here
आवाजहरू
one
आउँछ
more
धेरै नजिक
thing.
भयो भने।
It must have accessible paths.
अनि
Okay,
पुग्न
mainly
सजिलो बाटोहरू
it must be
हुनुपर्छ।
easy to go.
जान आउन
There's
सजिलो
no
हुनुपर्छ।
path to go. It will be difficult for
जान
people to
आउन
go
धेरै
for
गाह्रो छ भने
Pinapada or
यताउता जान गाह्रो, पिछातन
right?
जान
When they have
गाह्रो
some
हुन्छ
sickness,
बाटो राम्रो छैन भने।
they don't have proper path, they will
बिरामी
encounter difficulty.
भयो भने बाटो राम्रो छैन भने उपचार गर्न जान गाह्रो हुन्छ। त्यो कारणले बाटो पनि
Now the
राम्रो
next one,
हुनुपर्छ।
it must be easy for people to visit whenever they
मानिसहरूले
wish.
चाहेको बेला सजिलै आउन सक्ने हुनुपर्छ।
It must be convenient for lay person also
मान्छेहरू आउन
to
जानलाई
visit whenever
सजिलो
they wish.
हुनुपर्छ है। जब मन लागेको छ तब आउन जान चाहिँ सजिलो
Okay,
हुने
now
ठाउँ हुनुपर्छ।
the last one,
अर्को अन्तिम,
it must be quiet and entirely free from noise of the crowds.
यो चाहिँ शान्त हुनुपर्छ, भिडभाड आवाजबाट पूर्ण रूपमा मुक्त हुनुपर्छ।
These are the quality of forest resident bhikkhus.
यो चाहिँ
Sorry, the forest monastery.
यो चाहिँ जङ्गल बिहार बनाउनको लागि
So
हुनुपर्ने
when you are going to
गुणहरू
check
हो।
11 place for bhikkhu, you might check this also, right?
भन्तेहरूको लागि बिहार बनाउनुहुन्छ भने यी कुराहरूमा होस पुर्याउनु पर्ने हुन्छ।
Actually, when we study Visuddhimagga, it will mention
अब
many
हामी
things
विशुद्धिमग्ग
about
पढ्दाखेरि
others.
अरू धेरै कुराहरू पनि होस पुर्याउनुपर्ने कुराहरू उल्लेख
Even
गरेको छ।
living under a foot of a tree,
रुखमुनि
it will
बस्दाखेरि पनि
mention many unhonorable trees.
धेरै अनुपयुक्त रुखहरूको बारे पनि विशुद्धिमग्गमा आएको छ।
In the case of monastery also, it will mention, for example, if two new,
अब बिहारको कुरा गर्दाखेरि
totally new monastery, there will be a lot of constructions.
धेरै भर्खरको नयाँ
Okay, you
बिहार छ
can
भने
maybe many of
धेरै कन्स्ट्रक्सनको
Nepali
कामहरू
yogi
हुन्छ।
will know that one, right? 2 years ago, when I came
नेपाली
to this
योगीहरूलाई
monastery,
अनुभव 2 वर्ष
not
अगाडि म
many
यहाँ
kutis,
आउँदाखेरि धेरै
many of
कुटी
them
थिएन।
are under construction.
अब अरू धेरै
Very
कुटीहरू
busy with
बन्दै थियो।
construction.
कुटीहरूको काममा
Although
व्यस्त
yogi
थियो।
are free to meditate,
यदि
but many other bhikkhus and workers are busy.
साधकहरू ध्यान बस्न फ्री भयो
Until
भने
last year.
भन्तेहरू अरू
Last year when I came here, I was very
सेवा
busy because
गर्नेहरू
this
चाहिँ
monastery is
कुटी
totally
बनाउनमा व्यस्त
new,
थिए है।
right?
पहिला
Now no more
आउँदाखेरि
construction.
अहिले
It's
चाहिँ
not new monastery
बिहारको
anymore.
मरम्मतको कामहरू केही पनि छैन। अब चाहिँ यो पुरानो मोनास्ट्री भइसक्यो।
For meditator, if totally new monastery, you have to avoid.
एकदमै ध्यान
Otherwise,
साधकहरू
you cannot meditate
एकदमै
well.
नयाँ बिहार छ
If
भने
too old,
नयाँ
there will be
साधकहरू
another
त्यता जानु
problem.
उचित छैन। एकदम पुरानो बिहार छ भने त्यहाँ पनि
You have to
अर्को समस्या
renovate, repair,
धेरै बनाइराख्नु
right?
पर्ने हुन्छ।
You have to be busy with
मरम्मत गरिरहनु पर्ने हुन्छ
construction,
है। मरम्मतमा व्यस्त
repairing,
हुन्छ
renovation.
है। नयाँ
Then
बिग्रेको
you cannot
बनाउने
meditate well.
इत्यादिहरूमा व्यस्त हुन्छ। त्यसपछि
Hey,
ध्यान
monastery
बस्न
is
सकिँदैन,
very
ध्यान बस्न
famous
गाह्रो हुन्छ।
also.
यदि बिहार एकदमै
Not really very good, right?
एकदमै फेमस छ, नाम चलेको छ भने त्यो पनि
But like
ध्यान बस्नको
Pautoya,
लागि सुटेबल छैन अरे।
famous already.
फाउक जङ्गल भनौँ,
Many people come.
धेरै
Big
नाम
disturbance for
चलेको
meditator.
कारणले धेरै मान्छेहरू आउँछ अरे अनि धेरै डिस्टर्ब हुन्छ।
Then Actually, there are many other monasteries like this, unsuitable monasteries for meditators. It will be too wide. I will not explain everything, right?
उपयुक्त नहुने अरू बिहारहरू छ
But when we are going to choose a living space or living place for bhikkhu, we must check with these 5 qualities.
पन्थीहरूको लागि अब बिहार बनाउनुहुन्छ वा ध्यान बस्नको लागि
So,
बिहार छान्नुहुन्छ
bamboo
भने
group
भर्खरको
is good enough for
5वटा
bhikkhus.
कुराहरू चाहिँ याद गर्नुपर्छ। अब
They
यो
also have all these 5 qualities.
वेलुवनको
That is
जङ्गल
why
चाहिँ
King
यो 5वटा
Bibhisara
गुणले
and people
परिपूर्ण
of
थियो
Rajagha choose
अनि
the place
त्यो
for the
कारणले
Buddha.
राजाले चाहिँ यो वेलुवन जङ्गल चाहिँ
This is the
बिहार
first
दानको
monastery
लागि चाहिँ छान्नु भएको थियो। यो चाहिँ शासनको
of
पहिलो
Adu, the
बिहार
Buddha.
हो है, पहिलो बिहार भगवानले दान पाउनु भएको पहिलो बिहार।
So in the offering ceremony,
अब यो दान
what also
गर्ने
deliver it is course about
कार्यक्रममा चाहिँ
we can say Vihara Anumodana.
बिहार अनुमोदना देशना गर्नुभएको थियो।
Vihara Anumodana means we can also say rejoicing, right? Offering of monastery. It will be a little bit wide, but I will summarize here.
अब बिहारको अनुमोदना यो पनि धेरै लामो छ बिहार
I will summarize only
है। अब छोटकरीमा भन्नु पर्दाखेरि
only 5 groups, right? The first one
5 ग्रुपहरुमा भनौं
in expressive benefits.
बिहार अनुमोदना बिहार धन्यवाद धर्म देशना।
So that means if we say what's the benefit of offering,
अब बिहार दानको
we cannot express how many benefits can we get by offering monastery.
अब बिहार दान गर्नेको कति प्रतिफल छ भनेर भन्न सकिदैन। अवर्णनीय लाभहरु
because monastery is everything also, right?
मन बिकेन कि बिहार भनेको सबै थोक हो रे।
It can also protect you from like mosquito, insects, or any other dangerous living beings. Also protect from weather. That's why we cannot say how many benefits can we get by offering monastery. This is the fact then the Buddha talked to the audience in the offering ceremony.
सबै कुरा अब जनावर किरापताहरू सबैबाट रक्षा हुने कारणले अब यो बिहार दान गरेको प्रतिफलहरु कति छ भनेर भन्न सकिन्छ। धेरै छ।
Then other people like a ordinary person want to express the benefit of offering monastery, although 1,000 mouths share duties, talk about benefits. It's not enough.
हजारजना मान्छेहरूले बिहारको दानको लाभहरु वर्णन गर्न थाल्यो भने बिहारको दानको फाइदाहरु भन्दा सकिँदैन रे। त्यति धेरै फाइदा छ बिहार दान गर्नुको।
So here we can also understand another thing.
Supreme gift.
Supreme gift means offering monasteries
सर्वोच्च दान
to the sangha, also considered as a given life.
बिहार दान भनेको चाहिँ अब एकदमै ठूलो।
Okay, now here we are in the forest. There can be many dangerous animals. But now here we are safe, right? No many dangerous animals. If there's many dangerous animals, we can hide inside the kuti.
अब त्यो जनावरबाट लागि हामी कोठाभित्र मजाले बस्न सक्छौं।
Our life.
है त्यो कुकुरको कारणले चाहिँ हाम्रो जीवन बचिरहेको हुन्छ है जनावरहरूको आक्रमण।
Now there's a beauty.
अर्को चाहिँ रूप
practically
व्यवहारिक रूपमा भन्नु पर्दाखेरि
it's too hot. We can live inside the kuti, right?
गर्मी हुँदाखेरि हामी कोठाभित्र बस्न सक्छौं।
For example, in Nepal, not the Syria, right? Not Syria means because not very hot. So sun burning the skin, right?
सूर्यको कारणले छाला जल्छ।
When sun burn the skin, you may need skin care, right?
एकदम सूर्यकाले छाला जल्दाखेरि अब छालालाई
live under shady area.
तर हामीसँग कुटी छ भने हामी कोठाभित्र बसेर बस्न सक्छौं। त्यो कारणले बिहार दान गर्नु भनेको रूप दान गर्नु जस्तो पनि हो।
Similarly, offering happiness.
त्यसरी सुख दान गर्नु जस्तो पनि हो।
Okay, here when we talk about happiness, we can also understand like offering peacefulness also possible. We can live peacefully, we can live happily.
शान्तपूर्वक खुशीपूर्वक बस्न सक्छौं बिहारमा।
Offering strength.
बल है बल दान गर्नु।
in Bali we call bala. Bala means strength, right? Offering strength. Also offering wisdom.
यसै पन्या दान गर्नु जस्तो पनि हो.
So here the Buddha metaphorically say, offering monastery is offering life, offering beauty, offering happiness, offering strength, and offering wisdom.
है यो दान गर्नु जस्तै
These are
हो.
called supreme gifts.
एकदम उच्च स्तरको दान हो.
Everybody wish to get all these gifts,
सबैलाई
right?
यो पाँचवटा चाहिँ
We want to live long.
है लामो आयु बाँच्न मन लाग्छ.
We want to be beautiful. We want to
रूप
be
पनि राम्रो
happy.
हुन मन लाग्छ,
We
खुसी
want to
पनि
have
हुन मन
strength.
लाग्छ,
We want to be
बलवान पनि
wise.
हुन मन लाग्छ, प्रज्ञावान पनि हुन मन लाग्छ.
We want to get all these qualities.
हामी चाहिँ यो पाँचैवटा
So
सबैलाई
offering
मनपर्छ.
monastery means offering all these qualities.
यदि बिहा दान गर्नु भनेको चाहिँ यो पाँचैवटा कुरा दान
You know,
गर्नु
give
जस्तै
our
हो.
life.
Giver
We have
of
already
life.
mentioned before.
जीवन
The monastery will protect the monks from
अघि
danger.
पनि भन्छ कि है यो बिहारले
like
चाहिँ
bees, snakes,
खतराबाट
bees,
बचाउँछ, सर्प,
any
बिच्छी,
other
अरू जनावरहरूबाट
dangers.
बचाउँछ,
That's why this is
विभिन्न
called give
प्रकारको
our
खतराबाट
lives.
बचाउँछ. त्यही कारण बिहा दान गर्नु भनेको जीवन दान दिनु जस्तै हो.
Another one. Give
अर्को
our strength and beauty and wisdom, right? This is also another thing. So providing shelter from extreme
शक्ति,
heat,
सौन्दर्य, प्रज्ञा,
cold, monastery camp, prevents the monks
है अब
strength, physical, radiance, or intellect. Okay, the main thing is that if we can live in a good place,
अब राम्रो ठाउँमा
we can protect.
बस्यो भने चाहिँ
Then we can also gain strength, we can also gain beauty, we can also
बस्यो भने
learn well.
हामी चाहिँ
For example,
शक्ति
okay,
पनि प्राप्त
practically,
गर्छौँ, रूप पनि प्राप्त गर्छौँ, राम्ररी
in the
प्रज्ञा पनि
summer,
प्राप्त गर्न
we cannot
सक्छौँ.
learn very well.
अब
Especially in
समरमा
Myanmar, I don't know in Nepal, right?
गर्मीमा चाहिँ
In
राम्ररी
summer,
पढ्नु
we cannot learn very well. Very
पढ्न
hot.
सकिँदैन किनकि गर्मीमा
Our
धेरै
mind cannot
गर्मी
absorb
हुन्छ
on the text.
है. मन चाहिँ
Very hot.
ग्रन्थमा त्यति जाँदैन गर्मी भएको कारणले राम्रो कण्ठ गर्न
The the monastery also can change the temperature.
बिहारले चाहिँ त्यो
Then we can learn well.
गर्मीपन
We
चाहिँ
can gain wisdom, right?
कम
These are
गरिदिन्थे.
we are no more than enough for
है यसरी मौसमहरूको
people in Rajagaha.
मौसमहरूले हुने हानिलाई चाहिँ बिहारले चाहिँ कम गरिदिन्छ.
Okay, so the Buddha arrived at Rajagaha.
भगवान बुद्ध राजगृह
Maybe a little late, right? Because it would take maybe a few months, 1 or 2 months, to take Kaspa brother.
हुनुभयो है. अनि
So maybe 2 months after Vasa, or 3 months after Vasa, the Buddha arrived at Rajagaha.
3 महिनापछि भगवान चाहिँ राजगृह पुग्नु भएको थियो किनकि उरुवेलहरूलाई
So you have
1
already
महिना
known.
लाग्यो धर्म सिकाउन, धर्म बुझाउन.
After this Viharadhana,
हजुरलाई थाहा भइसकेको छ है.
forgot to share
थाहा भएकै कुरा हो है. यो बिहार दान गरिसकेपछि चाहिँ
for the past lives.
बिम्बिसारले चाहिँ पुण्य दान गर्न बिर्सेको थियो.
He had very bad dreams.
राति चाहिँ
very bad sound, very terrible sound, terrible voice.
पुण्य गर्न बिर्सेको कारणले राति चाहिँ एकदमै डरलाग्दो आवाजहरू
The next day,
सुन्नु परेको थियो.
he asked the Buddha, why this kind of thing happened?
अर्को दिन चाहिँ
So his relatives are waiting for sharing marriage.
राजाले
He
भन्नु
forgot to share marriage and they got angry. So King Bimbisara had to do another donation. He had to share with his
भगवानलाई आफ्नो सपनाको राति यस्तो भएको बारे पनि भन्दाखेरि अनि भगवानले कारण भनेर त्यसपछि फेरि राजाले अर्को पुण्य गरेर चाहिँ यो प्रेतहरूलाई आगन्त प्रेतहरूलाई पुण्य बाँड्नु परेको थियो. अर्को एउटा पनि शुद्ध देशमा गर्नुभएको थियो यो प्रेतहरूको बारेमा. यो चाहिँ एकदमै लामो छ, अहिले चाहिँ म भन्दिनँ.
Now we have to talk about Venerable Sariputta
अब हामी
and Venerable Mahamoggallana.
सारिपुत्र र महामोग्लान भन्दाको
Actually, they met the Buddha in Rajagaha. So when you have been to India for pilgrimages, you may have known Venerable Sariputta was born in Nalanda. Now we have a Nalanda University, right?
नालन्दा युनिभर्सिटी छ अहिले. सारिपुत्र भन्दै नालन्दामा जन्म.
Actually, Venerable Mahamoggallana was not very far from the area.
महामोग्लान भन्दा पनि धेरै टाढा चाहिँ है. दुईजना धेरै नजिक नै जन्मनु भएको थियो.
So you have already known how they or they
हजुर सबैलाई थाहा छ उहाँहरू कसरी
both of them are looking for, searching for the truth.
है दुवैजना अब सत्यको खोजीमा हिँडिरहनु भएको थियो
They also make agreements if somebody can find the
एकअर्कामा
truth
वचन पनि
Dhamma,
दिइरहेको थियो यदि कसैले
might
सत्य
share
सही धर्म प्राप्त
with
गर्नुभयो
another.
भने एकअर्कालाई भन्नुपर्ने हुन्छ सुनाउनु पर्ने हुन्छ
So one
भनेर
day,
वचन दिइरहेको थियो
one
एक
of the
दिन
ascetic, Ubadisa,
अब उपदिशा
Sucha Sariputta,
भन्ने ऋषि है
saw
त्यो
Venerable
ऋषिको
Assaji going for Vinapada.
भन्दै असजीलाई देख्नुभयो बाटोमा
Seemed very calm and peaceful.
अब हेर्दाखेरि एकदमै शान्त भएर पैदल गइरहेको देख्नुभयो
Some
र
profound Dhamma.
सारीपुत्रले
He may have
सोच्नुभयो
known some profound
पक्कै
Dhamma.
पनि यो भिक्षुसँग एउटा राम्रो गम्भीर धर्म हुनुपर्छ
He followed him.
भनेर मनमा आयो त्यसपछि
Since he
उपदेश
was going for
भिक्षुको
Vinapada,
पछि जानुभयो
it's not very convenient
अब
for
भिक्षाटन
him to ask a question.
भिक्षाटन गइरहेको
Also
भने
not very
गइराख्नु भएको
proper to ask question
कारणले अहिले यो
during
समयमा
Vinapada
प्रश्न
time.
सोध्नु उचित छैन उपयुक्त हुँदैन
He followed and
आयो
Venerable Assaji finished his
त्यो
meal.
कारणले पद्मबान्ते असजीको पछि पछि लाएर खान नसकेसम्म पुरेर बस्नुभयो
After meal, he approached
खाना
and
खान
asked a
सकेपछि
question.
है असजी भन्देको नजिक पुगेर चाहिँ प्रश्न सोध्नुभयो
Venerable sir, who is your teacher? What's your teacher?
उपदेशले सोध्नुभयो कि हजुरको गुरु को हो हजुरको गुरुले के सिकाउनुहुन्छ
Venerable Assaji replied, I was newly ordained.
भन्दै असजीले
I don't know
चाहिँ
many Dhamma.
म भर्खर उपसम्पदा भएको मलाई धेरै धर्म थाहा छैन
Then Venerable Sariputta, at the time, ascetic Ubadisa,
ऋषि उपदेशले भन्नुहुन्छ
asked for Dhamma. Although you give very short,
हजुरले
I can elaborate with 1,000 methods.
छोटोमा त धर्म सिकाउनु भयो भने म त्यसलाई 1000 तरिकाले
You can
बुझ्न सक्छु
imagine how wise he is.
अब हजुर विचार
Although
सक्नुपर्ने विचार
he gave very
गर्नुहुन्छ
short discourse, he can elaborate.
सारीपुत्र
He
उपदेश ऋषि
can elaborate
कति
with
प्रज्ञावान थियो
1,000 ways.
छोटो मात्र के सिकाउनु भयो भने 1000
That means he has
तरिकाबाट
many
बुझ्न
ways to
सक्छु
understand the
भनेर
Dhamma.
भन्नुभयो है अब यसो धेरै
That is his
तरिकाबाट
intellectual power.
धर्म बुझ्न सक्ने क्षमता थियो उपदेशसम्म यो चाहिँ उपदेशको
So you have
प्रज्ञाको
known
शक्ति
what is the Dhamma
अब हजुर सबैलाई
given
थाहा
by
छ के धर्म
Venerable Assaji.
है
Ye Dhamma hetu bhava. Whatever phenomena arise from
जे
a
जे
cause.
धर्महरू कारणबाट उत्पन्न हुन्छ
Tesa hetu tathagato aha.
तेसम हेतु तथागत है तिनका कारणहरू तथागतले बताउनुहुन्छ
Actually, there are 4 passages.
त्यहाँ चाहिँ 4वटा गाथाहरू भन्नुभएको थियो
Venerable Sariputta was so wise
सारीपुत्र
that
भन्दा एकदमै प्रज्ञावान
after
भएको
listening
कारणले
these 2
यो दुईटा गाथा
sentences,
मात्र सुन्ने बित्तिकै नै
he could attain Sotapanna.
सोतापति फल लाभ गर्नुभएको थियो
So, what kind of lotus? Do you remember?
कुन प्रकारको कमल याद छ हजुरलाई फर्स्ट वान
Right? Mostly when we talk about lotus above the water level, we also say one stanza. But here not your one stanza. 2 more passages remain.
कमलको कुरा गर्दाखेरि हामीले एउटा
Okay,
स्ट्यान्जा एउटा पुरै गाथा
what's his understanding?
गाथाको कुरा हुन्छ
Ye Dhamma hetu bhava. Whatever phenomena arise from a cause.
यो एउटा दुईटा लाइन मात्र सुरु भएको छ है
Tesa hetu tathagato aha. This is samudaya satya.
अब यही त
These 2 are the object of vipassana. Very simple.
हेतु तरागत भनेको समुदाय सच्च है
So he could understand dukkha satya and samudaya satya very easily. He could contemplate nature dukkha easily on the spot.
समुदाय सच्च
So he could attain path and future knowledge easily.
बुझेर चाहिँ सजिलै
While listening.
ज्ञान लाभ गर्नुभयो सुनेर मात्रै
Then after Sotapanna,
त्यसपछि सोतापन्न
couldn't use
भएपछि
the next one.
फेरि अर्को
Tesancha yo nirodho.
तेसञ्च यो
And
निरोध
also their cessation.
तिनका निरोध अन्त पार्ने
That's actually nirodha satya.
यो चाहिँ निरोध सच्च
Evanwadi Mahasamano,
एवंवादी
the great
महासमय
ascetics teach in this
यसरी
way.
उपदेश गर्नुहुन्छ महाश्रमणले
So Venerable Assaji
यसरी
deliver
धर्म
this
यसरी
discourse
उपदेश
to
गर्ने
Venerable
महाश्रमण
Sariputta.
भन्नुहुन्छ
Other than we can say ascetic Upadisa.
अब ऋषि उपदेश
Since he has attained Sotapanna, he also want to share this Dhamma with his Dhamma friends.
उहाँले चाहिँ आफ्नो साथीलाई सम्झिनुहुन्छ ऋषि कोलितलाई है धर्म देशना दिनको लागि यो अब आफूले सुनेको सत्य बाँड्नको लागि कोलितलाई सुनाउनुहुन्छ यही नै गाथा धम्म हेतु पदवा महामगलानले पनि यो गाथा सुनेर
Bhikkhus, right?
एकदम
After the Buddha, Venerable Sariputta is the greatest one.
भगवान बुद्ध पछि सारिपुत्र एकदमै उच्च
Sometimes we can also metaphorically say Sakam Buddha. Sakam Buddha means
दोस्रो बुद्ध पनि भनिन्छ सारिपुत्र
Venerable Sariputta.
सारिपुत्र
Sorry. So Venerable Mahamoggallana also wise.
एकदमै
He could realize very easily.
सजिलैसँग धर्म
After attaining Sotapanna, they also trying to persuade their teacher, Sanjaya Belata Buddha.
गुरुलाई याद गर्नुभयो सञ्जय बेलाथा बुद्ध
You have already known the story.
हजुरलाई कथा थाहा नै छ होला
Okay, many foolish people, very few wise.
त्यहाँ चाहिँ
Okay, you are wise. You will go to Gautama.
संसारमा धेरै मूर्खहरू
There are many foolish people. They were kind to see me.
प्रज्ञावानहरू थोरै छन् यदि तिमीहरू अब प्रज्ञावान छौ भने तिमीहरू जाऊ
That means he can lead many foolish people.
मूर्खहरू मकमा आउँछ है धेरै धेरै मूर्खहरू मकमा आउँछ
So you have already known the story.
भनेर
They left.
बुद्धले पठाइदिनुहुन्छ त्यसपछि
Then they also practice.
दुवैजनाले आफ्नो गुरुलाई छोडेर भगवानकोमा जानुहुन्छ
So actually there are 2,500 Venerable ascetics. They follow Venerable Sariputta and Venerable Mahamoggallana.
त्यहाँ चाहिँ अब अरु ऋषिहरु सारिपुत्रको पछि सारिपुत्र मोगलानको पछि है उनीहरुले भगवान बुद्धलाई सँगै भेटे उनी सुनेर सबैले अरन्तता लाभ गरे है अब महामोगलानले
It took for him 7 days.
महामोगलानले चाहिँ अरन्त हुन 7 दिन लाग्यो
Then for about Venerable Sariputta, it took for
Sariputta भन्दैलाई
2 weeks, 15 days to attain headship.
2 हप्ता
So that means too long, right? It took 15 days to attain headship.
अरन्त हुनको लागि अब 15 दिन लाग्यो.
Actually, there are some suttas here. It will be a little wise, so I skip.
अब यहाँ के सुत्ताहरु छ.
Venerable Mahamoggallana felt drowsy when he was meditating.
अब महामोगलान भन्दै ध्यान बसिरहनु भएको बेला त्यो नमिता आएको थियो.
The Buddha had to teach him how to overcome drowsiness.
भगवान बुद्धले अब मोगलान भन्दैलाई त्यो नमिता जित्नको लागि ज्ञान
he could overcome it. He could practice well. He could attain headship.
त्यो नमितालाई जितेर अरन्त ज्ञान लाभ गर्नु.
In the case of Venerable Sariputta,
सारिपुत्रको कुरा गर्दाखेरि
so he listen it is discourse. We call Diganaka Sutta.
Diganaka Sutta.
Diganaka is one of the ascetic.
Diganaka चाहिँ एकजना ऋषि
with long nails.
एकदमै लामो नाङ भएको.
He's also Venerable Sariputta's nephew.
चाहिँ सारिपुत्र भन्नेको भान्जा पनि हुनुहुन्छ.
So the Buddha delivered Diganaka Sutta.
बुद्ध चाहिँ बुद्धले दिगनका सुत्ता चाहिँ सारिपुत्र भन्नेको भान्जा.
Whenever Sariputta was farming the Buddha, also listening there.
सारिपुत्र भन्दै चाहिँ यो सुत्ता चाहिँ
at the end of this course, he could attain headship.
सुसुन्नन भएको थियो.
This is another sutta.
दिगनका सुत्ताको अन्तमा चाहिँ सारिपुत्र भन्दै ज्ञान लाभ गर्नुभएको थियो.
So then in the case of Venerable Sariputta, for Sotapanna, he could attain by listening short discourse.
सतापन्न हुनको लागि एकदमै छोटो धर्म
But for arhatship, by listening long discourse, he attained arhatship.
अनन्त हुनको लागि चाहिँ लामो सूत्र सुनेर चाहिँ अनन्त हुनुभएको थियो.
He had two different conditions, right?
दुईटा परिस्थितिहरू भएको थियो.
So one more thing here.
अर्को एउटा कुरा,
whenever Sayadaw had attained arhatship in full moon day of February.
सारीबुद्धले चाहिँ
we also Mahadana, right?
पूर्णिमामा चाहिँ
this is actually
गर्नुभएको थियो.
In memory of whenever Sayadaw arhatship.
यो चाहिँ सारीबुद्धले ज्ञान लाभ गर्नुभएको
they are mentioned, right?
है म भागमा पनि महादान हुन्छ. सावका सन्निपात भएको दिन पनि हो.
Okay, so I will skip many things.
Briefly, म चाहिँ यहाँ भन्दिन, छोटकरीमा बयान गर्छु.
Not yet. So in this very day, when Sayadaw attained, then Buddha also, we can say, conferred time to Itataka, right? That means Buddha also declared whenever Sayadaw was the wisest,
सारीबुद्ध भन्दाले चाहिँ प्रज्ञामा एकताको भनेर चाहिँ पदवी दिनुभयो. महामगललाई चाहिँ इद्धिमा चाहिँ एकताको भनेर पदवी दिनुभयो.
Also, they become the Buddha's chief, then we can say like a great disciple, a chief disciple. Like right hand side and left hand side and right hand side, right? Two disciples. Buddha appointed them officially. Then some of the bhikkhu complain, oh, whenever Anyasikwananya what should be the most senior, why junior become the wisest and also 18 manda, right?
सारीबुद्ध मगलाले पछि मात्र भन्दै भएको.
You know, because of age,
अगाडि
ordination days,
they
come from Barami.
भनेर सोद्धाखेरि भगवानले यो चाहिँ उमेरको कारणले अगाडि बनेको कारणले हैन, यो चाहिँ पारमीको कारणले पाउनु भएको पदवी है. भगवान बुद्धले भन्दैहरूलाई व्याख्या गरेको थियो.
In that very day, we also have Avada Patimokkha.
त्यही दिन चाहिँ भगवान बुद्धको अवादा पातिमोक्ष पनि थियो.
Okay, we have two types of Patimokkha.
दुई प्रकारको पातिमोक्ष छ.
So every full moon day or every dark moon day,
every full moon day
we do Patimokkha.
पूर्णिमा र
This is called Bhikkhu Patimokkha, right? In Bali we also call Ana Patimokkha.
Bhikkhu Patimokkha हामी गर्छौं, त्यसलाई चाहिँ आना पातिमोक्ष भनेर भनिन्छ.
We also have Ovada Patimokkha.
हामीसँग ओवादा
Patimokkha means admonishment given by the Buddha.
अनुशासन गर्नु.
Ovada Patimokkha will be given by the Buddha. Ana Patimokkha can be chanted by Buddha disciples, bhikkhus.
अनापातिमोक्ष चाहिँ भगवान बुद्धको शिष्यहरूले
So this is we got two types of Patimokkha, right?
दुई प्रकारका पातिमोक्षहरू.
Okay, so I just start here 1 hour already.
1 घण्टा भइसक्यो.
Okay, if we summarize,
छोटकरीमा भन्नुपर्दाखेरि
today we just finished
आज हामी
1000 bhikkhus.
1000 भिक्षु.
Now they say going to Rajagaha.
राजग्रह
also attainment of Venerable Sariputta and Venerable Mahamoggallana.
सारीपुत्र भन्दै महामोगला भन्दै अनन्त ज्ञान प्राप्त.
So far many of ordinations mentioned as Ehi Bhikkhu.
प्राय सबै भिक्षुहरू चाहिँ यही भिक्षु नै.
We have 60 bhikkhus go to 60 different places.
60 जना भिक्षुहरू 60 ठाउँमा पुग्नु भएको थियो.
If they find somebody who will do ordain, they have to bring to the Buddha.
कोही व्यक्ति भिक्षु हुने इच्छा भएको कोही व्यक्ति.
So later the Buddha allowed them to ordain with Saranagamana, taken 3 refuge.
भगवान बुद्धमा लिएर आउनु पर्थ्यो, तर भगवान
earlier ordination.
त्रिशरणगामी.
But now this Saranagamana ordination is for Samnira, not for bhikkhu. At the time for bhikkhu or Samnira, we don't have Samnira. Everybody is a bhikkhu. But later the Buddha has 2 different rules, Samnira and bhikkhu.
पछि चाहिँ सामनेर भिक्षु भनेर दुईटा. आजकल चाहिँ सामनेरहरूलाई त्रिशरणगामी बनाएर सामनेर बनाइन्छ. पहिला चाहिँ सुरुमा चाहिँ त्रिशरणगामी भिक्षु पनि बनाउने अनुमति दिनुभएको थियो भगवान बुद्धले.
Many powerful bhikkhus in Buddha dispensation.
अब भगवानको शास्त्रमा धेरै शक्तिशाली पिक्चरहरू
We had fulfilled
छन्
parami very long times.
अब उहाँहरूले धेरै जन्ममा धेरै पारमी पुरा गर्नुभएको थियो उहाँहरूले पहिला पहिला जन्ममा धेरै विपसना अभ्यास गर्नुभएको थियो अनुलोम धेरै धेरै जन्ममा यसरी विपसना निकै नै ज्ञानसम्म अभ्यास गरिसकेको कारणले उहाँहरू चाहिँ धर्मसँग एकदमै नजिक अन्तिम जन्ममा है त्यो कारणले सजिलै ज्ञान लाभ गर्नुभएको थियो यदि भविष्यमा यसरी सजिलै ज्ञान प्राप्त गर्न मन छ हामीले चाहिँ यसरी नै पानी पुरा गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ बिस्तारै बिस्तारै हामीले पानी पुरा गर्दै जानुपर्ने हुन्छ रेडिमेड मिल्दैन है कसैको किन्न मिल्दैन उधार हामीले चाहिँ आफैले बनाउनु पर्ने हुन्छ हामीले आफै नै परिपूर्ण गर्दै जानुपर्ने हुन्छ
So after fulfilling it belong to us. We cannot share with anybody also.
यो चाहिँ अब पारमी परिपूर्ण भइसकेपछि
we have two things. Some of them are common.
कुनै कुनै चाहिँ साधारण
Some of them are our personal, individual.
कुनै कुनै चाहिँ अब
all the parami
पर्सनल हुन्छ
kusala akusala are individual. है it belong to us.
कुशल अकुशलहरू आफूसँग नै सम्बन्धित
for other belonging are common. For example here this building
भनेको चाहिँ
right we can say it belong to Nepal, right? But in reality now many foreigners come and meditate here.
यो चाहिँ नेपालसँग सम्बन्धित छ है
so all other things are common. Common it belong to everybody. But now parami are our personal belonging. So if we can fulfill parami, we have many personal belonging in the samsara. May you all be able to fulfill parami, and may you all be able to write the 3 trainings, and may you all be able to realize final cessation and not suffering.
पारमीको काम गर्दा गर्दै संसारमा यात्रा गरेर पारमी पुरा गरेर विशेष रूपमा निर्वाण प्राप्त गर्न सकुन्
Okay.
दोष मोह जाति जरा मरण शोक परिदेव दुःख दोमनस या जरा sickness जरा
Bạch Ngài, cho con hỏi là một người họ làm phước cúng dường thì trong thời gian bao lâu họ có giá trị để người ta hồi hướng cho người thân của họ, hay là như trường hợp của vua Bình Sa Vương thì khi cúng dường cái tịnh xá thì Ngài đã không dùng cái phước đó để hồi hướng cho người thân mà phải làm một cái lễ khác.
So now the question is, when someone do an offering, so how long does it take that the marriage can be shared to the relative? Like how long it expire? In case of Bimbisara king, he forgot to share the relative. Then he must do another donation to share.
अब गरिसकेको पुण्य बाँड्नु फेरि नयाँ पुण्य गरेर बाँड्नु भएको थियो त्यो कारणले गरेको पुण्य कतिखेर सकिन्छ भनेर सोध्नु भएको पण्डितले चाहिँ अब पुण्य कहिले सकिन्छ है के पुण्य गरेर के दान गरेर एकदम खुसी हुनुहुन्छ भने एकदम आफूलाई खुसी
भएर for example I remember one case is my teacher of mine, some of their family member, one of their relative passed away. We are going to share the merit. At the time some of the family members are crying, lamenting, right? Then teacher of mine them, okay, now you are sharing merit. At the time make your mind clear first.
अनि टिचरले चाहिँ अब उहाँको भन्दैको गुरुले
Make your mind
चाहिँ
clear
यो
first.
उपासकलाई
This important condition. You do dana for them. It's not the time to miss them.
अब
Not the time to cry.
यो समय पुण्य गरेर आएको छ, पुण्य वितरण गर्न लागु भएर आफ्नो मन चाहिँ शान्त पार्नुपर्छ पहिला। पुण्य गर्दाखेरि रुनु हुँदैन। तिम्रो मन पनि शान्त भएको बेला मात्र पुण्य वितरण गर्न मिल्छ। अब तिम्रो मन खुसी भइरहेछ, प्रीति रहेछ, पुण्य गरिरहेछ, पुण्यमा खुसी भइरहेछ भने चाहिँ पुण्य बाँड्न मिल्छ। अब बिम्बिसारको केसमा चाहिँ अब आफूले पुण्य वितरण गर्न नपाएकोले अलरेडी उदास भइसकेको थियो, अनि त्यो कारणले उसले फेरि नयाँ पुण्य गरेर मन खुसी बनाएर चाहिँ फेरि पुण्य बाँड्नु भएको थियो।
Zoom question. This is how to understand parami in terms of impermanence. I understood that parami would stay through existences. It is a supramundane phenomena, so it does not get affected by nature of impermanence, isn't it?
Actually, when we talk about karma or parami or other, don't talk about anicca, dukkha, anatta. Right? This is something silly. I'm going to give one example. In the case of morality, okay, I'm going to only because there are 8 conditions. Okay, if I elaborate, if I say all the source, there will be 8 conditions. We're going to say anicca, dukkha, anatta. I want to say all the 8. I'm going to give only one example. For example, morality. Right? Morality, right? Okay, you may kill animal. Okay, daytime is anicca. Right? In the case of morality, don't talk about anicca, dukkha, anatta. Don't talk about nama, rupa. Otherwise, it will be very, very messy, right? There's a one wrong view. I've already talked about it many times here also. Okay, you may use a knife to kill an animal. Knife will go into animal's body. Right? According to one of the wrong view, we can actually say, for your understanding, 4 elements go into 4 elements. It's not killing. Right? Knife also 4 elements. Living being also 4 elements. 4 elements go into 4 elements. Right? It's not killing. This is the wrong view. Right? That's why in the case of parami or in the case of sila or many other cases, we cannot say anicca, dukkha, anatta. We cannot say nama, rupa. Okay.
Bhante, yesterday you mentioned about the cessation of nama and rupa. And how can that be an experience? I mean, like, because the nama including the mind, so with the cessation of the mind, is it something that we come to the understanding, or like something that is a real, a concrete experience that the meditator could experience?
I don't know how to understand.
I mean, like, people...
No, I know. The problem is, if you learn Pitama, you will know, right? That kind of question is a little bit silly also. Right? Cessation, okay. Nibbana is a cessation. So, Magaphala is a mind. Magaphala can know Nibbana. That's clear enough. Okay? This is cessation of Namarupa. Okay. Done? Okay. Another question now? No question in the Zoom? Okay, you can.
Sayadaw, the question is, Venerable Sariputta is the most wisest, and it took only two sentences to understand, to get Sotapatti Phala, and for the whole stanza for the Venerable Mahamoggallana. But in order to attain Arahantship, it was opposite. Yes, 1 week for Mahamoggallana and 2 weeks for Venerable Sariputta. Why is that? And why? And also why Sariputta? He was he was best in those
wisdom.
Best for Sotapati, Pala, and Moggallana.
Big question also, right? Actually, in this case, since they are very wise, they're trying to analyze very much in detail. For example, in the case of Namarupa, we may have some example. Okay, we should say like that. Internal, external. Internal nama and external nama, right? Internal rupa, external rupa. This is the practitioners for every for all the practitioners, Vipassana practitioners. In the case of the Buddha, we have already mentioned how many wise system, right? Okay, in the case of Savaka, like Venerable Sariputta, Venerable Mahamoggallana also, their range of knowledge is very, very wide. That's why they try to analyze more Nama Rupa, but also general external Nama Rupa. That's why it took a very long time for them to do addition. For other people, they just do general, not that much in detail. Right? That's why it will be different from other disciples and chief disciples.
From Limimi, please elaborate more about how to know the breath is emptiness. Thank you, Sayadaw, very much.
We don't have breath as emptiness. Right? Breathing is a concept. We cannot say emptiness. Actually, and then I'm from China, right? I think she may misunderstand what the sunyata may be, right? Okay, sunyata is equal to anatta, according to Vipassana, right? When we are practicing anapanasati, we must know concept. If we say another way, panyati in Pali. That's why we cannot say anicca dukkha anatta of breathing. So we cannot say emptiness of breathing. Okay? If you feel empty, that means you have lack of awareness. Okay, now another question. Okay, yeah.
There's a question in the paper here, Sarah. May I read in English first and then Vietnamese? Yesterday, Sarah thought that the ordained people only have two duties, that's pariyatti and patipatti. However, there's some ordained person have to work, many work to serve for the community, for the benefit of sasana and sangha and friend and relative. Although they wish very much to practice meditation, but they cannot use their whole time for practicing. So, Sarah, could you please teach us more about this case and how you advise in this case? Dạ, cho con hỏi, hôm qua Ngài có dạy rằng người xuất gia chỉ có hai phận sự là học và hành pháp. Tuy nhiên có một số người họ phải làm nhiều việc phục vụ cho hội chúng vì lợi ích giáo pháp, chư tăng, hội chúng, bạn bè, thân quyến. Mà mặc dù họ rất mong muốn thực hành thiền nhưng không thể dành toàn bộ thời gian để hành thiền. Xin Ngài chỉ dạy thêm về điều này cho chúng con lời khuyên thêm trường hợp này. Sa thú sa.
Actually, for bhikkhu also, we have many other duties also. For example, like if we have pagoda, right? We have duty for Jitiya. Also, we also have many duty for body tree, kuti, many things, right? This is also duties. So then in this case, we must share our time for meditation. But now in modern society, it will be a little bit messy compared to Buddha's time, right? Buddha time, not that messy like today. We don't need to maintain many things. Kuti also very simple kuti, not like modern society. Now modern society, we have very good kuti, also have to maintain very seriously, right? This is also one of the problem. Anyway, we may have many duties for the community. At the time of Buddha also, they have duties. Of course, the Buddha never praised those who spend their time doing many other things without learning or meditation. Okay, for your volunteer or something, right? The most especially for CLA maybe. Now I think it was CLA, right? For CLA. If you have time, learn something. If you are busy, right, with many jobs, okay, learn something. One day, every day learn something. Is it good enough? For example, you may be trying to memorize Dhammapada stanza. One day, one stanza, also okay, no problem. Right? It's also learning. Okay, another, if you cannot memorize in Pali, okay, trying to read sutta. One day, one sutta. Like Majjhima Nikaya, some sutta are very long. One day, one sutta, this is also okay. Learning, this is also learning. This is also duties, right? So we might share our time. It will be okay. Yeah? Next one. Microphone here.
Zoom have questions.
Okay.
One is, let's say in one past life we did wrong to an Arya and did not apologize. That akusala karma become obstacle in that lifetime. But does that akusala karma also become obstacle in future lives?
Actually, we call Aribhavata karma, right? This one will be obstacle in this very life, but not in the future lives. Okay, one more thing. For ordinary people, right? Like for Putujana, if they commit Aribhavata karma, it's very serious. It's similar to Anandariya karma, mighty karma. So they will fall into four states, or they will be reborn in the hell. Very clear, right? This is for ordinary people. But for Sotapanna, Sotapanna will have a wrong perception or some mentally insulted or verbally abused the words to Sakadagami or Anagami or for Arhat, higher one, right? It will become obstacle for them not to attain any higher attainment in this very life. In the future life, since they were Sotapanna, they will not be reborn in the hell. Right? But future life they can achieve higher level. Another thing is, if Sotapanna knows somebody is Sotapanna or Sakadagami or Anagami, they will ask for forgiveness. Very clear. They are not that arrogant, not that stubborn. Right? You know? Okay.
Sayadaw, how can we understand the difference between chanda, so desire, and lobha?
Okay. We have two different things. Chanda can be both good and bad. We have good desire or a bad desire, right? In the case of lobha, it cannot be good. We can say acceptable lobha, unacceptable lobha. We can say two different things, right? For example, you want to earn money for surviving, you have that kind of greed, it's acceptable. But to survive yourself, to survive, you just other people. That kind of lobha is unacceptable. Okay, we have one simile. Chanda is like a stretching out our hands to get something. Lobha is grasping something very tightly. This is simile, right? So before we get something, we have to stretch our hands to take it. This is chanda. We just have desire or wish to get something. After getting something, we try to grasp. This is called lobha. Okay. Sometimes we also like a chanda is like a mere wish or mere desire. We also translate like that. Because the chanda mata. Chanda mata means mere wish. Sometimes chanda also use kama chanda, right? In the other time, it's similar to lobha. It depends on what kind of combine. There are different meaning of chanda. Okay? So if we merely use chanda, only one word, it will be just mere wish or mere desire, without grasping, without attachment. Okay.
So in continue the previous question. So what's the difference between chanda and the abhijja? Because like in Satipatthana Sutta,
chanda and
the abhijja. Abhijja domana something like abhijja.
Okay. In the case of abhijja, right? In this case, we want to get something improper. This is called abhijja. Actually, that means it belongs to other people. We're trying to get it something illegal way or improper way. This is called abhijja. If we say another, it's unacceptable greed. Right? Chanda is very simple. I already mentioned chanda is just mere wish, mere desire. Right? Okay. Any other?
Sayadaw, there is question on Zoom. Sayadaw, just to make clear, for Buddhuchana, even a slight wrong perception towards an area will count as anantarika karma. Thank you, Sayadaw.
For mentally, we cannot say this is a karma, right? Very heavy karma. Of course, this is not a very good thing to do. The main thing is speech and actions. These two are more serious. These two can be nadiya karma. Any other thing?
There is question in Vietnamese, so may I read Vietnamese first? Kính thưa sư, trong đời sống con thường xuyên quán về những cơn đau, cơn sân. Con thấy được cơn đau, cơn sân nó có bắt đầu tăng dần cảm giác, giảm xuống, kết thúc. Và các cơn đau, cơn sân là liên tục tiếp diễn, kết thúc đợt này sẽ đến đợt khác. Thông thường khi con đang làm việc, con nhận ra những cơn đau, cơn sân, con sẽ dừng công việc lại và nhìn vào cơn sân, cơn đau đó. Có khi một lúc sau chúng hết hoàn toàn, có khi chúng vẫn còn âm ỉ. Xin sư có thể chỉ cho con cách tác ý tiếp tục để thực hành được lợi lạc ạ. Con xin cảm ơn. Sau đó in daily life, I always contemplating or observing the painful feeling and dosa arising in the mind. I could see those Vedana when it starts increasing the feeling and it's decreasing and then it's end and sometimes it's continuously one after another. Sometimes when I was working, I realized those Vedana or dosa, I would stop the work and look at it. Sometimes it disappears completely after a while. Sometimes it still remains a little bit. So could Sayadaw please teach me how I should practice in order to get benefit from those observing. Thank you, Sayadaw.
This is not the way I teach, so I cannot guide you also. Right? Actually, if you do simple way, it will be better. For example, when you get angry, you radiate metta. It will be more effective. Right? When you have bodily pain, okay, change your sitting posture. It will be more practical, more effective. Right? So following sensation. When it becomes long-time habits, when you change other subject, you're gonna practice well. For example, when you focus on the breathing, sensation will be. Suddenly it becomes very serious. You're gonna absorb breathing. That kind of thing can happen, right? So actually, I don't recommend to absorb sensation in the body or any other feeling. This is not good for a long time habit. Okay, now next one. No more. Huh?
What is be happen if do dana and contemplating or saying anicca, the dana will be resolved? Thank you very much, Lee Mei Mei.
Actually, I don't recommend to do that one also, right? In Myanmar also we have some traditional, some tradition. They teach their disciples, their students, right? The donation is also impermanent. Receiver also impermanent. Right? Donor also impermanent. They have that kind of teaching, right? Actually, in the case of impermanence, or okay, if we say anicca dukkha anatta, right? Then we must know nama rupa. Okay, for example, dana. In the case of dana, there can be many other possibilities. For example, when you offer flower to the Buddha, what's your mind? To pay attention to the color of the flower or smell of flower, or to just pay attention to the Buddha? Right? So different process, different types of mental process, because of long process. If you pay attention to the flower, it's a concept. There we also nama rupa anyway. If you think about smell, there will be another mental process. If you just pay attention to the Buddha, it will be another mental process. So long time process. That's why there will be very different nama rupa. So when you are going to do or going to contemplate as anicca dukkha anatta, you must be able to specify what kind of nama rupa. Right? That's why it's not that simple. I don't recommend you to do anicca dukkha anatta when you are doing dana. Any more? Okay. We can share it, right? Oh, okay. 9 o'clock already. Idame bunyam asawakaya wahotu. Idame bunyam nibbanasa bhajayo hodu. Mama bunya bhagam sabha satanam bhajemi. Desabe me sama punya bhagam labantu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sayadaw, may we ask